All right, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah, Bahashem, and Kakodash. I want to give double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who taught us His truth and continually teach us His truth. And peace, love, and salutations to the hopeful elect that's laboring in His word and truth sincerity. All right, Lord willing, this could be an edifying lesson. And, the title of this lesson is going to be A Great Famine is Coming. And it's something that brothers been speaking on in the chat lately because a lot of, Walmarts is experiencing food shortages. A lot of aisles you go into, they're not packed like it used to be. They used to have everything, that like certain chips or certain meats or certain drinks, but now they not having it, and it's a whole lot going on right now. You got a whole lot going on, man. They're talking about they bringing up that dark winter again because we're about to experience in 6 days, Lord willing to happen, another government shutdown, and it's just a whole lot it's just a whole lot going on, man. Dabu 7 just did a video, going into how the prices is going up. We're about to have inflation and something called supply and demand, where you have the demand for something is high, but the supply is really low, and that makes it more expensive. And we're about to see the prices go up. We're about to see gas is going to go up. This country is about to come into a bigger collapse than the Great Depression. All right. But anyway, as you see in this article right here, it says experts warn of upcoming food shortages in the United States. So this is what's being talked about, food shortages. And remember like a year or two ago, some years ago, you had all the farms, get flooded out. This is a thing that's been a process. You have a lot of meat companies recalling their meats, saying that they got all kind of, parasites or other stuff in it. So they had to recall it, and it's a whole lot of things that's been going on that's been leading up to the time we're coming into a great famine. And we're about to experience it really, really, sooner than we think. We're already experiencing it right now on the low level. A lot of these fast food restaurants, they're running out of stuff. They don't have workers like that. And if they do got the workers, they don't have, the goods like that. A couple times I did deliveries and I went to restaurants and they shut down super early because they ran out of supplies. Like Bojangles, one time they closed at, I think it was like 3 o'clock because they said that they ran out of chicken. But anyway, I'm going to read some of this article, then I'm going to get some scriptures. It says, if you've recently been grocery shopping, you may have noticed that many items are out of stock. Unfortunately, food shortages are becoming more common due to supply chain issues and various economic factors. And if experts are correct, the shortages could significantly worsen in the coming months. It says New Cooperative Inc., an agricultural service provider, has been hit by a cyber attack, forcing it to shut down its operations. The perpetrator, the Black Matter organization, has demanded a $5.9 million ransom. As a result, New Cooperative Inc. has indicated that the cyber attack could significantly impact the national supply of grain, pig, and chicken if the systems cannot be restored. So you got all these cyber attacks, just like you had, with the pipelines, where that caused gas to go up. In some areas, it was videos that came out it was somewhere in North Carolina where gas was $9.99 a gallon. You know, when that whole thing happened. So that just shows you how fast, you know, everything can collapse, because gas is very important. And once there's a shortage of gas, then there's not going to be any truckers to be able to deliver these goods, because they rely on what? Gas, diesel fuel. You know, and how does the fuel get to these stores? The truckers take them. And see, people don't look at all that. I guess a lot of people just think that somehow magically they food and everything just end up at the store. No, there's trucks on the highways 24/7. You know, there's always on the highway at all times 18 wheelers, and they're carrying goods, man. You know, but I just brought up that example. Dang, man. What the see, man? Wow. Let me see if I can find that, man. Let me type in food shortage. A notification popped up out of nowhere, and I tried to move it out of the way, and then it just took me out the whole article, man. What the world? Sorry, let me pull it back up though, man. Damn. If I can't find it, hey, I'm gonna just go ahead and get into the scriptures, because we've been warning, you know, our people, man. Which we know only the elect is gonna hearken to this word, but we've been warning, hey, come back to Yahweh Shem Yahushua, because it's gonna come a time where you really gonna need a divine power to be with you, man. Because in this famine, hey, man, if you ain't got Yahweh Shem Yahushua with you, most likely you're not gonna eat. The Lord gonna starve you to death. You know. Matter of fact, let me start off with that. You know, simple scripture we all know. Isaiah 65 and 13. Therefore, thus saith the Lord, Yahweh Shem Yahushua, behold, my servant shall eat, but ye shall be hungry. Behold, my servant shall drink, but ye shall be thirsty. Behold, my servants shall rejoice, but ye shall be ashamed. So the servants are going to eat and drink. The servants of Yahweh Shem Yahushua. Who are the servants? The prophets. The ones that's, you know, doing this work diligently. Who the Lord bless them, you know, open their ears and eyes to see this truth. You know, and they're able to teach it and believe and have faith to believe. All right, those are the servants, and they're going to eat. But the rest of these people out here, like it says in 2 Ezra chapter 8 verse 50, the Lord is going to bring many great miseries, man, because they walked in great pride, and one of the miseries is famine. A lot of people going to have to eat their kids, man. And it happened. It happened in Samaria in the book of Kings. You had women eating each other's sons. So you can't say that that's out of the realm of possibility. There's famine is nothing new. There's always been famines throughout history. But the scriptures say that there has not been a time like this, nor shall there ever be. So the famine that we're about to experience is going to surpass all the famines of old, man. And we live in the most greedy, gluttonous society where people eat, you know, more than what's needed. And a lot of it is fast food. And this fast food is straight up GMO created, you know, organisms that's just sitting in our body, man. Causing you to be obese, causing you to be out of shape, you know, destroying us. And you still be hungry. You don't get satisfied off of this food. So when the famine come, man, and people are not used to going a day without eating. You know, that's why, you know, fasting, you know, like we just had the Day of Atonement, It's, hey, like brothers say, a lot of us, hey, we, got to get prepared to involuntary fast, because that's going to be a test, not eating. But, hey, anyway, the Lord, he's going to feed his servants. But these people out here, it said, ye shall be hungry and ye shall be thirsty. You're not going to eat. And that's why people going to resort to violence. It's going to get real violent out here. And they're going to have to establish martial law. And this is all in the scriptures, man. Everything that we say is backed up in the scriptures. Because it tells you a man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able. Why? Because martial... Oh, it's right here. I should have just read it. This second Esdras chapter 15. I'm starting verse 16. For there shall be sedition among men and invading one another. They shall not regard their kings nor princes, and the course of their actions shall stand in their power. Because it ain't going to be no 911. People just going to do whatever the hell they want to do, because people going to be in survival mode. When you and it's already stores that's running out of toilet paper, running out of, they're saying they're running out of basic goods. They're not going to have any more anytime soon. So it's happening, And when it gets to that point where you go to the grocery store and there's nothing, all the shelves is empty, hey, best believe people gonna start panic shopping, man. You had that when the whatchamacallit first hit, and we was on lockdown. You had people buying all the soap, buying all the tissue, buying, and it was even limits in the Walmarts. They was like one case of water per family or something like that. But it's gonna be worse than that, cause that was just a prelude. When it actually hits, hey, you may have them, one case of water per family. People just gonna be filling their carts up, running out, man. A man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able, because you're gonna have violence, martial law, death. You're gonna have a lot going on, man. That's gonna stop you from leaving. Cannibals. Man, people gonna become cannibals quickly, man. Imagine these Babylonians today going 3 days, 4 days without eating. They're not, we live in a world where everyone is used to going to the grocery store. The grocery store is a basic need for survival in today's world, and when that's cut off, people don't know how to grow crops. People don't know how to live off the land. So people gonna go survival mode. It's gonna be a switch that's gonna flip. Like the scripture say, because iniquity shall abound, the love of many shall wax cold. People gonna be heartless in these last days. It's gonna be real terrible, man. The Lord is about to show his great anger through judgment. It's gonna be judgment 24/7, man. It says, for because of their pride, the city shall be troubled, their houses shall be destroyed, and men shall be afraid. A man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, but shall destroy their houses with the sword, and spoil their goods because of the lack of bread and for great tribulation. So a man not gonna have no pity on his neighbor. And it don't matter how long he been knowing his neighbor. Y'all could be best friends. Y'all could, on y'all day off, y'all drinking. Y'all drink. Y'all might throw a cookout every now and then. Y'all link up, talk about, whatever, sports, whatever. And that day, y'all gonna be enemies. All right? It don't matter if this is a childhood friend, somebody you grew up with. Y'all gonna be enemies, man. It says a man shall have no pity upon his neighbor. It ain't gonna be no mercy being shown. People not gonna care. Hey, you got you got kids, you got 3 kids, 4 kids, however many kids you got. People not gonna care, man. I don't care that you got young ones to feed. I gotta feed I'm hungry. People gonna be real selfish, man. It says, but shall destroy their houses with the sword. The modern day sword is the gun, and spoil their goods. Meaning, hey, if you got a case of water, if you got some milk, if you got a box of cereal, they're gonna take it, man, because of the lack of bread and for great tribulation. That's what we're about to experience, the lack of bread, which I was just going into an article before Satan, man, caused somehow it just went away, But it said for great tribulation, because it's about to, man, people about to see real soon. And then when all this happened, the men of the Lord not gonna be out there, man. It's gonna be a famine of the word. So you're gonna be wanting answers. You're gonna know, damn, I heard these men say that there was gonna be a famine. I heard these men say all these things. You're gonna wanna get answers, like the scripture say, then shall they know that a prophet have been among them. You're gonna wanna go find a prophet so you can hear what's the end of all of this. And you're not gonna find a prophet. And if you do, you might get your teeth knocked out, man. Because the Lord about to give his men that spiritual power. Alright? Which we already have it. We already got spiritual power. The fact that we believe on the things that you cannot see with the naked eye, we believe, we have strong faith in something that you can't see. That's spiritual power. We're able to, break down these scriptures. We're prophesying of things to come. We're speaking of things to come. That's spiritual power, man. But that's gonna be, matter of fact, 2 Ezra 16th chapter. It says it. 16 and 22. For many of them that dwell upon earth shall perish of famine, and the other that escape the hunger shall the sword destroy. So a lot of people is going to die from starving, man. It's going to die from not being able to drink. And if you escape it, if you become a cannibal, you start eating bodies, you get lucky, you come across some food, which ultimately the Lord is keeping you around to destroy you. If you're not the elect, scriptures say he know how to reserve the unjust until the day of judgment to be punished. So a lot of these people, if you do make it through the famine, that's why it says, shall the sword destroy, what is the ultimate sword? The thermonuclear destruction. Because a lot of people gonna take the you know what and take the charagma. And when they take the charagma, a lot of you're gonna have people that's gonna be able to get food. But if you take that, you through. Revelation 14. So you take it to escape the famine. The latter end, you're gonna be burnt up. Alright? And the scriptures say, I'm gonna end it here. I know it's in Lamentations. Lamentations chapter 4 verse 9. They that be slain with the sword are better than they that be slain with hunger. For these pine away, stricken through for the want of the fruits of the field. It's better to just die by the sword, man. It'll be painful, but it'll be quick. You won't have to suffer, because dying of starvation, that's a long, terrible way to go, man. Because you don't know when you gonna go. You don't know if you gonna eat. Your body get to the point where you don't have any energy. So you just gonna lay there starving. Your body just decomposing, man. Eating itself from the inside out. And a lot of people about to go through that real soon, man. We're about to come into this great famine. But Lord willing, this was an edifying lesson. And with that, I'm going to say shalom.